So welcome to Midweek Experiments in Faithfulness. This is a weekly facilitated spiritual practice with a Quaker flavor and an experimental ethos. My name is Jen Higgins-Newman, and I'm the program manager at Beacon Hill Friends House, a Quaker center for learning and action, and a residential community of about 20 people who live according to Quaker values. Tonight we have my colleague, Jeffrey Edenberg, with Tashlikh, a reflection. During the Jewish High Holy Days, Jeff is offering his non-traditional take on the atonement ritual of Tashlikh. Using silence, sharing, and music, we will examine our past year, considering what relevance sin might have in our lives and the role that symbolic gestures can play in our healing and restitution. Participants are encouraged to join from near a body of water, but are welcome to join from wherever they may be. So now I'm excited to introduce you to Jeff. Jeff is Beacon Hill Friends House's Residency and Operations Director and has been involved with community living for more than 10 years. A musician and artist, Jeff's band/collective, Holy Sheboygan, contributed to the background music found on many of these midweek recordings. You can often find him playing the piano and singing folk songs in the Friends House parlor or collecting macrame owls for his fiber owl sanctuary. Again, welcome. We're happy that you joined us, and Jeff, it's all yours.
Thank you, Jen. Thanks for being here, everybody. Yeah, so we are in the Jewish High Holy Days right now. So Rosh Hashanah was just a few days ago. The new year, Yom Kippur, is just a few days from now. So this is traditionally a period of celebration, of reflection. I'm not a historian, I'm not a religious scholar, so if you want to learn more, I encourage you to seek out your own resources. I'm just going to start off by sharing a little bit of my personal experience with the ritual of Tashlikh. So growing up, for me, I would do this one of two ways. So when we would do this like with our synagogue, so something we would do like in Rosh Hashanah, have this like retreat at this beautiful place, and we would go like singing and chatting and talking all the way down to the river. It's kind of like joyous celebration, but also in reflection. And at the river, we'd have like little pieces of bread, and we'd cast away our sins onto the water. When we weren't doing that together with our synagogue, my family would stroll to the canal near our house, feed the ducks, our symbolic sins. That's like my experience with Tashlikh, which has a long history and varied history of how it's been practiced. And I unfortunately can't join you from water here. We tried, the technology was a little difficult for us, but I've adapted something for us that we can all do wherever we are. So what are we doing today? We're not doing that. We're share with you a little practice that's kind of inspired by that tradition from my past. These queries will be on, the first one is on ritual, and the second one will be on sin. I'm intentionally not offering definitions for either ritual or sin here. I invite you to just explore what those terms bring up for you. Yeah, and these queries they're meant as just kind of light suggestions to serve as an entry point. So you can feel free to engage with them directly or to let them guide you to any questions that are on your heart. After these two reflection periods, I'm going to share with you a short ritual that we'll do using some music. All right. So first, we have some queries on ritual. And so I invite you to think about rituals in your lives. So these could be spiritual rituals, like rituals often happen around life cycle events like births, deaths, marriages. But you can also think about more mundane rituals you might have, like your daily routines, your home life. So these queries are: what rituals was I offered from my upbringing? What rituals have I found or created on my own? What role does ritual play in my life? And what new rituals might be waiting to enrich my life? Our next set of queries that are about sin or harm. So there are a lot of different ways people view sin, if it even applies to their worldview. I'm not sure I really have much of a sense of sin as it applies in my life. Some people view it as sort of disobeying a certain set of rules. Some think of it more like moral principles. Some people are more focused on God, or some people are focused on interactions between people. Again, I'm not offering any real definition for you. I invite you to still just show up, seeing what's there for you. So these little queries that I have as entry points for you on sin are, what does sin mean in my life, if anything? And I wrote with sin. What toll does it take on me when I harm others? What toll does it take on me when I live out of alignment with my values, with spirit, with my morals? What toll do others bear for my wrongdoing? And what does atonement or restitution mean for me? This brings us to the part of the evening where we're gonna share in this really, really simple, pretty brief ritual. For this, I'm going to share some music. This is actually something I wrote for the aforementioned band / collective a few years ago. It's not necessarily about sin or ritual, but it's themes of kind of build up and cleansing. So I thought it would be appropriate for this practice for us. And so what I encourage you to do as we sit with this music in silence and reflection is to consider the question, what am I ready to part with for the coming year? And I want you, as the song goes on, I encourage you to find where that is in your body. For the heart is a good place to start. That's there. A lot of people you might carry it in your throat, you might carry it in your gut. If you don't find it somewhere in your body, just find it in your heart. Give some attention there. And at the end of the song, I want you to physically just take it and cast it off. Just take it wherever you find it and shake it out. If you were fortunate enough to be able to join us from near water, as the song plays, I encourage you to find something around you, something that won't disturb the body of water that you're by. So find a leaf, find a twig, and at the end of the song, cast it out into the water, watch it go away. So we'll have this music, and then at the end I'll leave just a little bit of time for you to kind of feel that space that you've created in yourself, casting away that which you want. And then I'm just going to repeat that big question for you again, and then I'll let Jen start the music. So, what am I ready to part with for the coming year? May we rid ourselves of some weight we carry, so that we have more strength for each other. Thank you all.